Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Shield Hero. And I gotta say, this is what Shield Hero needs more of. This episode was so much better. We even had some non-CGI frames for the tortoise, but besides that, the story, the characters, the plot, the action, actual things happening in this episode was very dragged. The first few episodes getting up to this point, one episode was also very rushed, which I'm kind of grateful because we got here. Last episode was also very interesting, set up quite a lot of things with this one, and I'm super excited for next episode because we're definitely getting into the more serious stuff, so to say, with the story. And awesome episode finally from Shield Hero. Also bittersweet ending with the conclusion, so to say, of the spirit tortoise. I'm still a bit sad, but hopefully we're gonna see more of Ost in some sort way, shape or form at some point, because new things are definitely coming. So let's get into it and talk about this episode. Now, they're still in the core of the tortoise, having to fight against Kyo, which is very, very obnoxious. Like, I gotta give so much credit to the voice actor. He makes the character much better, even though he's a very obnoxious character. The voice actor does such a good job for the character. Now, they also have to destroy the barrier again with the tortoise being regenerated. Kyo also got the same barrier, so they have to break the heart and get the tortoise head at the same time. And I gotta say, as much as Kyo is very annoying, I gotta give him credit and thanks for doing what he did in this episode, using the Three Stooges, the other heroes, as Duracell batteries. He took them hostages, using them as power surge. I really don't care about the Three Stooges. I had my suspicions they lied and they went on their own to fight against the tortoise a few episodes ago, saying they don't care, but they just wanted the credit and the glory, and here they are, they become batteries. Now, thankfully, now Fumi's group gets some much needed help, because we have Fitoria showing up, fighting against the tortoise, holding it a bit back, and this is where we had a few non-CGI frames, and the tortoise looked so much better. Of course, there's still CGI in the episode, but yeah, she is actually there to help the Shield Hero. She's gonna take the tortoise head, and they have to get the heart inside. Now, this is where I want to see more of this, because Clark, Teresa, and Glass are gonna be finally showing up, and I like the conversation between them and Kyo. Kyo brought up a very good point. Why are you guys against me? Aren't you gonna destroy the world the same way as me? We basically have the same goal, I'm just going about it differently. And that brought a pause into the scene, and their response was the vassal weapons are telling them not to do something disgusting, which got me very interesting with these vassal weapons, the cardinal weapons for the heroes. I really would love an episode, or at least some flashback, getting some more background information on the weapons, the world, especially with all of the questions we had now with the guardian beasts, being able to travel back and forth between worlds. I have so many unanswered things about the overall system of how everything works in Shield Hero. Hopefully we're gonna get some answers at that point, and probably soon, with how this episode ended. Now we have a bit of fighting with Kyo. Reminded me of the girl from Naruto with Paper, with him just having paper weapons in a way, with his vassal weapon, the book, and some flames on top of that. Now Fumi having to protect them, the others attacking Kyo. Now Kyo also had the same barrier as the tortoise, so things got a bit more hard, so to say the least. And his his trusty power bank with the Three Stooges. I love that. I honestly love that quite a lot. On the outside, Vittoria also wasn't really able to fight at her full power because she had to protect the humans. Thankfully, the queen, and I gotta give her praise again, knew to tell the others to retreat, to let Vittoria fight at full power. Again, one of the more capable leaders. Now, Kyo was also able inside to use gravity to pin down everybody on the ground. Thankfully, we had a DBZ moment, but not from Naofumi, which I kinda liked quite a lot. I liked Risha in this episode, but before I get to that, Kyo just being very obnoxious, that typical villain, in your face, arrogant, bragging, even stomping Naofumi while he couldn't move. The group were getting very angry at him. And the one that was able to get up with that gravity was Risha. She finally found her confidence and calling Kyo out on his many bullshit he had throughout the episode. We have seen him so far, saying she understands being powerless, understanding her weakness, and knowing he's more than compensating for it. Gotta say, I liked serious Risha quite a lot more than the one we've been used so far, even though it was at a snap of a finger the change in her personality. Even the others commenting that she felt like a different person. She was finally able to control her powers with key manipulation. They've been amping that one up ever since the season started with how much potential she had, and she finally showed a bit of that in this episode. He almost took his head quite easily. Every attack he was firing at her wasn't working. I want to see more of this Risha. Not just with her being powerful, I want to see more of her personality while she was in this state, because I liked her quite a lot more like this. Now, Ost transfers some of the tortoise powers in Naofumi's shield. He accepts, and this is where I knew where it was gonna lead up to, even from previous episodes, but this one made it more obvious, so to say. He's able to use all liberation aura, and the sun is trying to play games on me. Is it sunny? It's not sunny, I swear. The weather has been insane this past few days, so sorry a bit about the lightning. Now, he's able to allow all of them to move a bit better in the gravity aura, and they split up, the trio going outside to coordinate with Vittoria dealing with the head, and they have to kill the heart inside. And we had DBZ over here, Risha playing with Kyo, and I like that look of confidence she had throughout the entire fight, very easily handling Kyo. She even releases the Three Stooges, which, no, put them back in. We need more batteries. But yeah, Risha was pretty awesome this episode. Now, this is where Ost asking Naofumi again to kill her. The trio struggling against the heart. Vittoria and the queen also firing that big magic. They're able to drive back the tortoise, actually getting the head. Now we had Kyo just again call an ambulance, but not for me. A moment from him there, that typical obnoxious villain. We've been used to him so far. He still had the last defense system to protect the core. Now Fumi, I thought he was actually gonna unleash the Wrath shield to destroy the core, but I like this moment quite a lot. It was probably my favorite moment in the episode, because Ost also warned him that Kyo was gonna have another ace up his sleeve. Now, while he was trying to activate the Wrath shield, he couldn't. But not because he lost the power, because the power works on hate, and he didn't have any hate against the tortoise or Ost. He got very attached to her. They bonded a lot more ever since they've met each other. The group also cares about Ost, but she knew this was gonna happen. It was a lot of I knew you were gonna do this, so I'm gonna do this. Insert your JoJo meme in this episode. She knew was a possibility he wouldn't be able to kill her, and she forcibly activates the spirit tortoise shields. He even gets a wings and a big ass cannon, and she kind of kills herself in a way, taking out the core. She fires, finally goes down. So that was the end of the tortoise, or the big body, so to say. We finally have a conclusion with that, which I gotta say was pretty decent. It had struggles to get to this point, the series. I'm happy they rushed a bit with this arc. I don't know the source material, but from what I've talked with people that have read it, the tortoise arc wasn't that good, and from what I've seen so far, I'm inclined to agree with them, except for the last two episodes, this one and the previous one, which I liked a lot more than the start of the series. Now, Kyo also saying he succeeded in his real goal. Insert your JoJo meme again. He kept some of the souls, swearing revenge against Naofumi and Risha, living through a portal to his world. Now, again, why I liked that shield scene, thanks to Ost saying, telling Naofumi he didn't lose against hate, and that's what allowed him to unlock the spirit tortoise shield, basically saying his goodbyes, her goodbyes to her, sorry about that, and telling, don't forget how you feel now, kind and gentle hero, which kind of struck him very deeply. He doesn't feel like he's deserving of those words, feeling very guilty about everything that happened, guilty about losing her. The trio also decide to leave to go after Kyo, and promising to bring back the souls, which, like I mentioned, I like them. I really want them at some point to reach an understanding, to actually work together and not have them as enemies, frenemies, allies, because they're either fighting or working together at some point. I want them to actually work together and not have to destroy either world. I don't know if that's gonna be possible or in any way, shape or form, but this is what I want to see from the trio, as in Lark, Teres and Glass. It's gonna be interesting having Glass and Naofumi actually working together and talking, especially after they had that reunion. The reactions were priceless when they were face to face. So we're gonna see what happens with that. While Naofumi wanted to go after them, he gets a notification: cardinal heroes cannot invade another world, which brings even more questions. Why? Who decided that? How does that work? Why do the vassal heroes are able to cross worlds or invade them? How the system put them? And thanks to Ost, she gives him special permission. Invasions of another world is now allowed under special conditions. Okay, under certain condition, whatever. What's that condition? How was she able, thanks to her status as a guardian beast? More and more questions throughout this episode, but made me like the series again a lot more. Reminded me why I liked the series back in season 1. We're finally getting to the good stuff, especially after the last scene with this episode, with them deciding to go after the trio in their world to deal with everything. And Reishia, this was probably the most important for her, not her getting her power up, which was also important, but Naofumi told her, hey, stay with Itsuki. He knows how much she cares about Itsuki, but she refused, saying, I'm your comrade, I want to go with you, which Naofumi agreed and told her, come on, get a move on, our comrade is counting on us, referring to Ost, which touched her quite a lot, saying, if I'm ever reborn, I want to be their comrade, praying for them, and finally fading away. Both the Ost form and the tortoise, and on the outside Vittoria witnessing this and plans going instead of the big body tortoise, which I gotta say was a bittersweet ending to Ost. I hope maybe if she's transferred that power into the shield, might resurrect at some AI, insert your Iron Man valet over here. I don't know, I'm just spitballing. I want to see Ost again. I liked her quite a lot, but who knows about reincarnation, how it's gonna work, if we're ever gonna see Ost. But she was an awesome character, one of the best new ones we had in the series, and I'm excited for next episode to see this entire new world. We're basically in the third world now. We had Naofumi's original world, we had this world, and now we're going into a new world. We know there are a lot more worlds. The other cardinal heroes, the Stooges, came from different worlds, and we're going into Lark's and Glass's and Therese's world. But yeah, this was a pretty good episode. I want more of this for Shield Hero, and I like they can do non-CGI tortoise. I'm curious what you guys thought about the episode. Are you excited with seeing this new world? What do you think about how the tortoise arc ended? And especially if you're a source material reader, let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot. You guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. And the sun, yeah, I love you too, son. Anyway, I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.